Beautiful 70-degree day in early November. Enjoy life and all it has to offer while you can. This would be the beginning of the boardwalk from the North Wildwood side, or as others call it, the end of the boardwalk if you're coming from the Wildwood Crest side. I tend to come from the Wildwood Crest side. Seaport Pier is a newer addition to the boardwalk, or at least this building used to be called Seaport Village, which was like a shopping center, and there's a few things open, like the Fudge kitchen. I'm sorry, Fudge kitchen is not open, and some t-shirt shops are open. So if you happen to come in the off season, still places to stop into on the boardwalk. Enjoy and have a great day. So this is the back of Seaport Pier, and in the summertime, they'd have chairs and tables, and there's like a bar over there, and they would have some live music over here. And there's also a pool up there, which you need a membership for, but this extends out a bit and you get a nice view of the beach. So yeah, this is the former site of the Dunk Tank Clown, who was very aggressive with how he would talk to people. Very entertaining at times, but he no longer on the boardwalk. But there's also a go-kart course right here too. Now, if you're wondering, rides are not open in the off-season. They close usually mid-September-ish, sometimes early October. So no rides in the off-season, but other things to do, like bike riding. So as you can see, the boardwalk games are boarded up. Rides are put away and out of operation. In fact, you can't even walk back there because it's fenced off, but it's still cool to look at it. So here at the heart of the boardwalk, you have Gateway 26, which is open. So if you do come in the off season, there's plenty of arcade action in Gateway 26. The pizza fanatics will have to wait because Sam's is closed, and for me, I'm a big fan of Curly's. They are closed in the off season as well, but at least you get to play some games at Gateway 26. And as you're walking on the boardwalk, just take a moment, stop by the beach, just soak it all in. And if you're around, definitely check out Randy's Retro Arcade, featuring classic arcade games and Fascination, which is a lot of fun. So as you can see from this sign, it says the Strand. This used to be a movie theater. It was really awesome to have actually a few movie theater options on or near the boardwalk. It's not open anymore, just like a little candy store now. But my first year, 1993, saw a movie there. Rookie of the Year. And as I was saying earlier, the rides are not in operation, but that is a awesome Ferris wheel if you ever get the chance to go on it, especially as the sun is setting. You have the beach behind you, and when you get high up in the air you see the whole boardwalk and even the lake. So check out the Ferris wheel and the roller coasters whenever you're down, especially in the spring or summertime. And yes, sorry pizza fans, Mack's Pizza is also closed. Say this is another heart of the boardwalk. You have your old time photos, classic creatures at the top. It's pretty awesome, that art. The Coca-Cola sign, which wasn't lighting up for quite some time, but they fixed it recently. There's an arcade, the Lime Ricky arcade there, and there's Mariner's arcade there. So this is one of the main hearts, I would call it, of the boardwalk. There's two water parks on the boardwalk, and this is actually where Castle Dracula once stood, and that was, in my opinion, the greatest haunted house on any boardwalk, anywhere. I strongly recommend checking out some videos on YouTube of Castle Dracula in Wildwood. It was a giant castle. And there was people dressed up as vampires that would walk on the boardwalk, and they played some haunted music. And there was a moat that went around, and it was just like a dungeon. It was really awesome. Of course, I was too scared to go on when I was a kid, and there were some go-karts, but I don't know if they're going to be in operation anymore. Behind the go-karts, that empty space, used to be a laser tag building, a whole building dedicated to laser tag. And there was a movie theater next to it as well. Just some construction type materials and miscellaneous things back here. There is an aquarium here. It's not open in the off season, but there is an aquarium that you could go to if you're into those type of things. I feel like these gates were open at some point back in the 90s, and there was some stands here. I might be wrong about that. Incredibly beautiful day today here in November. Sometimes you just want to stand here and soak it all in. There's the entrance to the Morey's Piers. Of course, as I said earlier, piers are fenced off. I do hear some noise back there as if some type of construction is going on, so that's pretty interesting. Not sure exactly what it is. Can't see it, but all the way in the back on the left hand side is the ghost ship, which is, some say, the spiritual successor to Castle Dracula. It's a giant haunted, ghost ship. It's a lot of fun. I try to do that every year I come down. Now I'm not scared to go into those haunted houses like I was when I was a kid. There's the Great White roller coaster, named after the shark. This is kind of the midpoint between the two piers. So this is the front of Adventure Pier, and It's also fenced off, but they're actually redoing this whole pier, at least the front of it. This is going to be gone probably within the next couple of months. This was the boat tag, which was a lot of fun. You would go into that cage and people would shoot at you and you would shoot at them, hit the targets. But yeah, it was a big attraction, and I always saw people having fun here. And I had a distinct sound, so that's going to be gone, and they're just going to put like containers of food and like those type of containers over there. Food and I guess like a little bar or something similar to that, so I'm disappointed. So here's the Boardwalk Mall, which actually is a bit updated. They added a restaurant, Captain Jack's, upstairs. And there's another Captain Jack's location further down on the boardwalk. But I kind of like the front of it. You know, the paint job looks really good compared to the old. I haven't seen the lights. Obviously, it's daytime, but then you go up there, get some drinks, and I've never been up there. Well, obviously, while I was at the restaurant, but you could get some great views up there. So this is the side of the Boardwalk Mall, and back in the early 90s, it was 1993 actually, there was this beautiful whale mural painted on the side of the wall. And over the years, you know, it started to deteriorate. A couple years ago, they repainted it, but it was just totally redone and was not anywhere near as good as that beautiful whale mural. So if you can, check out the whale mural in Wildwood online, because it was a beautiful piece of art in my opinion. Now it's just kind of a brown building, but at least it's home of the fishbowl. I know there's a lot of fans of Snow White when they come to Wildwood. I can't say I've ever eaten there, but for the fans, here it is. So across the street there, I'm now on Atlantic Avenue off the boardwalk, and across the street is a club called Stardust, which is no longer in operation, but when I was young I always thought it was a cool place. Never got a chance to go. And it's actually being torn down, so I wanted to document it. And the infamous seafood place right across the street. And this whole area, again, used to have a movie theater over here, laser tag, and from where that water park starts all the way to where I was earlier, that's how long Castle Dracula was. It took up the entire length of that street, essentially. And this is new over here. Documented it last year in my summer video, but they redid this parking lot. Kind of nice. Laura's Fudge, very popular place. Been here for quite some time, and I don't eat fudge anymore, but when I did, I strongly recommend this place. If you're looking for something to do in the off season though, the bowling alley's open. I don't think the billiards next door are open, but it's a cool bowling alley. I've been there a couple times. And here's the Ravioli House, which is closed in the off season, but a classic place since 1970. Been there many times. Here on a very quiet Pacific Avenue is Duffer's in the off season, which is closed. They open up usually around Memorial Day, I believe, maybe Easter, but could be mistaken. But yeah, here's your classic golf course. You have the ice cream shop, which is homemade on location, if you're into that. And there's also, well, it's closed of course, but there's an arcade here as well, so always a good time at Duffer's. Here's one of my favorite places. I come here multiple times when I'm on vacation. Bandana's Mexican Grill. Looks like it's closed in the off season. Strongly recommend this place. Yes, it's different not seeing all the cars and lights on, but still a very beautiful, pleasant ride. And I strongly recommend just cruising around and just soaking it all in. And you can envision all the lights at nighttime, all the cars, all the people. This is my favorite spot right here. Especially the top floor. Been coming here since the 90s. Ocean Holiday across the street is, well, it's being totally gutted out, renovated, but that won't stop me, at least, from going to the Shalimar. Used to be this is renovated, of course, in recent years, but previously there was a big game room with a pool table, and this golf course was bigger, and there was a shuffleboard. But I still have many great memories, and will continue to make memories here. And this is where my journey ends today, here at Sunset Lake, which lives up to its name. Some of the most beautiful sunsets I've ever seen in my entire life have been here at Sunset Lake. Hope you've enjoyed this journey. Oh yeah, and speaking of Sunset Lake, before I sign off, there used to be a restaurant on one of the corners over there, Duffy's by the lake, and they changed ownership in the later years, but when I was young, that was an amazing place. You get to eat and then watch the sunset in the restaurant. That was beautiful. But anyway, soaking this all in before my 2.5 hour drive back home. Probably won't be coming back until the summer. Didn't get to come this summer, but glad I got to spend a couple hours here. And I recommend, if you have a chance to do this, if you're in this vicinity, or anything else you could do, especially on beautiful days like today, do it and enjoy life. It goes by quick. Take advantage of it before it takes advantage of you. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for watching.